You are now tuned into Half Decent on Destiny 105.1 FM, your station in Oxford. That was Inspekta with I'm On That, and we're lucky enough to have Inspekta in studio today. Say hi, Inspekta.
How's everybody doing out there?
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's doing great on this Sunday. Regular listeners of my show will actually know your music a bit because we've been playing a few of your songs that you did with Theoretical.
Oh, wow.
And I think people might know who you are by now out there on the airwaves. So tell us a bit about I'm On That and the track we just heard.
Well, basically, I'll kick it off with the actual original of the song, which was produced by Oxford natives, Death of Hi-Fi. So we had the original one there. We had the video released as a single, etc. We just thought it would be good for us to experiment and try something new sound. So it was a bit dubsteppy. Went for the whole dubstep / trap type of sound. Just to mix it up and see what we can get. And
we actually had Death of Hi-Fi in studio recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he gave us a really good mix. And he was telling us a bit about working with other people, and your name came up.
Oh, so. Wow. See? Yeah. So I'm not lying then.
No, not at all, no.
Very incredible stuff being said right now.
Yeah. You've also got a video for that track as well that's out on YouTube, and that's it's got loads of kind of like break dancing or free dancing as well.
Yeah, again, with the concept for the video, wanted to do something different with that one as well. I didn't want it to be like a typical sort of, rapper, like in front of a wall or something and, acting cool and, rapping the lyrics. I just wanted to kind of have, different type of visuals for it. So what we did was hooked up with a video director, Charlotte Regan. We got a street dancer, and we actually shot that video like at night time in Hackney. It was really good. Really happy with how it all turned out.
Well, make sure you all go check that out, Inspekta on YouTube, and I'm On That. And there's also a video for We On That as well, the one produced by Death of Hi-Fi, so you can see that. We're going to keep it moving by playing some more songs, and we've also got a collaborator of Inspektas in the studio today, who's a rapper in his own right. His name's Signal. Say hi, Signal.
Hello, people. What's going on?
Yeah, very good, very good. What's it like working with Inspekta?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, we've been working together almost 5 years now. Probably a bit longer, actually. The chemistry between us, we're always on the same vibe, always trying to feed off each other's energy and just.
Do you do what I do? Because when I work with Inspekta, I always wait for him to give me his verses first, so that I can always try and one-up him. Do you
I like working like that because that brings the best out of me.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. But at the same time, like if I'm doing my own project, like take for example, Bout to Blow. I sent him the verses, or no, it was the other way around. I was like, yo, I need a hook for this song, and you sent me the hook. I think originally I wanted you to write me a hook though, for me to rap it. But I remember you sent it and it sounded so good, so we kind of went with that concept. But again, with Take It Slow, I think we did it the other way around again. I did the first verse and then sent it to you, and you did it the other way around. But I get exactly what you're saying. I work best as an artist like that, and sometimes when I collaborate with people, I go back over it, even though I've already vocaled it. I hear their verse, and then I want to vocal it again.
You're a sneaky one.
Not to compete with them, no, because it brings the best out of me. Do you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure my music's on their level.
Yeah.
Be aware of that though, because there's a lot of sneaky ones out there. Half Decent, you're one of them as well. You always wait for me to do my verses first, and then.
Yeah, well, you've got 24-hour turnaround times. I'm not that quick with it. I have to think about them.
It's too quick.
Yeah, he'll send you it by morning if you sent it at night. But we're going to go into a track that you spoke about there. This is Signal, Take It Slow, featuring Inspekta and J.O. Is that as well?
J.O.K.
J.O.K, that's right. And this one's for all you listeners out there, just so you can get a feel of what these guys are actually like.
In charge, looking so large, ass in the air, she likes to bite down. Right now she digging my sound, gets loud, you can hear her howl. You know how I get down, I'm a bad boy, I go militant. I can be Siamese, so vigilant, stepped up, elegant, girl, it's evident. Keep going in beat, I'm in my element. Do you really want my intelligence? Cause I like what we have, settle then. Every time when you move, there's a little bit of groove. Do you like what we've got together? Cause I can't hold back, you need to know that. It's picture Kodak, I tell ya. Every time when you talk, you come with the thought that makes you want to express ya. You got the hot touch that makes the blood rush. Do you like the way I
I want to speak to Signal for a minute. Signal, tell us a bit about the new music that you've got coming out, and also about the mixtape that you released before as well, in 2003, and the difference between what you're doing now compared to what you did then, because it was a lot more hip hop before, wasn't it?
Yeah, do you know, I actually started on grime music, and I had that period where I found a new sound. I worked with some new producers, Joe Kane and JOK, and Server, and we just started having fun with it. Basically, that was with I'm Alive. Then that developed to Versatility with JOK. But last year for me, it was more a year of transition. I took a step back, if you like, and I proper researched the game. I researched the sounds that are out now, what's in the charts. I'm not saying that I want to produce that same sort of material, but I want to produce something that's on the same level, if you get what I'm saying.
And with starting from grime as a grime MC, I do some drum and bass MCing myself, sure. And there's you often like. It's a way to bring double time to hip-hop as well. Was that something you found yourself doing, where you were still flowing and delivering yourself as a grime kind of artist on hip-hop beats? Or do you think you've now become just more well-rounded by using different style of beats?
I mean, a bit of both, to be honest. It enables you to have more fun with it and be more versatile. I mean, at first, for me, I really struggled to transition into that hip hop flow. For some reason, I couldn't rap fast and then rap slow. I just couldn't do it. And
it's tough sometimes, because even setting yourself back, because you're used to putting more syllables into a verse. So then you have to kind of step back. A lot of people don't appreciate the talent it takes to be able to rap slow and fast at the same time.
Of course. I mean, it's extremely difficult. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you put your head to it, you can do anything.
Some wise words from Signal right there. So, little bit of Marty McFly's dad from Back to the Future there.
But yeah, no, I'm still mastering my flow. I'm still mastering my sound. But as I said, you know, I've spent the last few months researching the game, researching and finding me. The real me.
So this next track we're going to hear is Make It Happen.
Yeah.
And it features a vocalist on there as well.
Yeah.
What do you feel about the new music in terms of its representation for you? Do you think this song is a good example of something that represents you now?
100%. I mean, all I want to do is live my dream. I want to make it. The song's called Make It Happen. So, I mean, shall I say no more?
That's a perfect segue. This is Signal, Make It Happen.
Come and go on the night shift. Busy Signal, hands in the air and point the pistol.
I'm gonna change my life, gonna make it happen. I'm gonna ride or die, gonna be the passion. I'm gonna touch the sky, gonna breathe my passion. I'm gonna be the guy who's gonna make it happen.
Be champ, be man, stand up. B-boy, too keen, man up. Wonder, Signal, hands up. Crack on, t-shirt, banner. Part of a team, rearrange dreams. Spit a bar, hard as it seems. Wanna fool out, this ain't a scene. I'll be in a club with my African queen. What a figure, things that I could give ya. Hashtag Instagram fine. Right with my wicked eyes, rest of you are blind. Rest in peace time, it's never on your side. You gotta find a way to balance if you wanna shine. Buzzing off a line, these little kids who try and spit that don't remember grind. But tell me how to rhyme, I'ma be a girl.
Tell us a little bit about the new CD, Signal, and when we could expect it to come out. How's the progress going?
To be honest, I haven't really set a deadline on it.
It's best not to, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, as I said, I'm still mastering my new sound. I mean, it's almost there. At the moment, I've got a few singles that I am currently in discussions regarding music videos. I mean, for me, I want to build up that foundation of fans, so I've got a wider fan base to exploit my music to. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think that like releasing CDs these days is gone? In your opinion, do you think it's better if you release one-off singles and maybe a track every few months and keep your fan base going like that?
I mean, it depends how you tackle it, to be honest.
It's a lot of people's attention spans are so they don't really absorb the information anymore. Sometimes they just it's with the internet now, everything is at everyone's hands.
Exactly.
So even if they listen to you now, they might not be listening to you 5 minutes later.
Exactly. People would rather look at a picture or watch a video than read a status. I mean, that's fact, isn't it? Really.
I guess so, but we've still got a lot of radio listeners out there, people that are tuning in and checking out the show, hearing your music now.
Sure.
And hopefully they'll search you out. So if so, where can they hear your stuff?
Please, follow me on Twitter at Signal Official, my Facebook Signal Official, SoundCloud Signal 1. As I said, I've got...
you couldn't get Signal Official on SoundCloud, no?
No, it had already taken...
Someone else got that.
Someone random, yeah. But as I said, I've got a few singles coming out within the next few months. I'm constantly uploading freestyles on my Facebook page, so I've got plenty of material. And
that's a good thing that I've noticed about you is you do upload freestyles in various different places and technically all over the world. You just did one in Barcelona, and it's a big contrast. But you've got one in Butlins coming up soon as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Hashtag Luigi freestyle.
But that's what. So that's how you keep your fans interacted instead of giving them kind of like an album or a mixtape every year.
It's just to keep the momentum going. And as I said, I mean, I want to build up my fan base. So if I can get an extra, 1,000 fans within the next 4 months, that's an extra 1,000 people to distribute my CD or my EP to.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. Little bit more knowledge there from Signal. Wise man.
We've also Signal knows.
We've also got Inspekta in the studio today. Inspekta, tell people a quick thing about how they can get hold of your stuff as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can go onto my website. And you can download the mixtape I released last year, the Basement Mixtape. Very good CD. Actually mixed together by Theoretical, who we had in last week as well. Yep, and actually you yourself, you mixed a couple of tracks on there as well.
I did some producing, didn't I?
And you're featuring on there too,
I've got a feature, yeah. There's,
with Reeling, yeah. Don't
let all the secrets out. All the people on my radio show are people I know and friends that I work with, so I can plug my own music. Inspekta's really inspecting into this show and finding out what's going on.
I'm on to you.
What was the purpose of you guys being in town for this weekend?
Well, basically, we came to support Theoretical for his Smash Up the Function mixtape launch yesterday at the One Bar.
Nice. So you got to do a bit of a performance already this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. And it was a great crowd, very very rowdy crowd.
lively.
Yeah.
So when you do shows, do you change every set list, or do you know that there's certain songs that will always be a hit?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's certain songs that, when you perform it, people always move to it. So yeah, there are certain ones that you're more likely to get a good response from. But I think at the same time, though, it depends on where you are, what the night is all about.
Depends on the venue.
The venue as well. Do you know what I mean? So, because I know there's certain places where the songs that are normally, it gets people moving, will work in certain audiences where maybe a bit more underground, for example, So
for instance, I know you both, I know Signal and yourself did Basingstoke Festival last year.
Yes.
And I think, is it right to say that you both had like a middle slot and then Signal did something later on a later slot? So tell us a bit about that, Signal, and the difference that on approaching kind of middle of the day festival to headliner.
It was such a crazy experience. We had I think it was a 20-minute slot on the Beats and Bars Sunrise tent, and to be honest, I had a track in mind to perform later on that evening, which featured John. That's called "Bout to Blow." You can find that on YouTube, by the way, and iTunes. And we performed it. It was our intro tune, and it went down well. And I recorded a track the week before called "Grime," and it went down so well. Everyone was singing the hook, everyone was jumping to it, and I said to my manager at the time, I was like, "Yo, we need to do this one. This is gonna go off."
So you're not afraid to throw in brand new tracks if you think that it's going to work and take that risk?
Of course not. I mean, it put a bit of pressure on me because where I had only been listening to it a week, it was in my mind. I mean, I know it off by heart, but at the same time, I hadn't rehearsed it as much as I should have for a main stage performance. So I kept going over the second verse, I kept going over the first verse, but no, I absolutely smashed it. Not in an arrogant way, obviously. It was good that everyone was just loving it. It was by far the best moment of
Is that the best moment you've ever had when you performed?
100%, yeah. Like it was crazy just seeing everyone sing along to it. The fact that no one's even heard the track before and people were already singing grime, grime, grime. It was big. And even last night, wherever I performed that tune, everyone seems to really enjoy it. So that's one track that I'm definitely looking forward to sorting a video out for and releasing.
And Inspekta, do you have a similar track that's one track that always works well live, or do you not have something in your repertoire? Are they all smashes?
Yeah, well, naturally, you know. No. Well, the one that actually works really well for me most of the time is Basement.
Basement.
Yeah, Basement. That's the one that gets people going. I mean, if you go on my Facebook page, Inspekta. You see a video that I put up when I performed it at the Piccali club in Piccadilly Circus, okay. And as I was performing it, some random guy I don't know, he just jumps on stage and just started like dancing with me. You know what I mean? Like not with me, but dancing on stage. And like the crowd up the top on the gallery bit as well. We're just all going crazy.
Is that the craziest thing that's ever happened at one of your live shows, or has it got crazier?
Well, I think we'll go with this one for now.
Right, we'll say that. Yeah. For radio purposes, that's the craziest. Sorry, Signal. What was that?
I was going to say I thought last night was pretty scary, mate.
It was scary.
Actually,
Not scary, but a bit rowdy. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not. It's not. It's not good rowdy though, is it? Like got a bit too.
Well, you know,
anyway.
whenever some things, you know, you feel like you're pressured, or you feel like even if you're in a scary situation, I guess a good segue to be, you know, just breathe in and exhale.
I want my freedom now. Yeah, I go to free my mind. Yeah, I want my freedom now. I go to free my mind. I want my freedom now. I go to free my mind.
Yo, when the sun comes out, you feel good, but we're stuck in a drought. Dried up funds, can't hand nobody out. Got a homeless guy begging food through his mouth. Why did I pass him? Did I get a chance? Cause I thought he was split and get high. I'm probably right, but if I got the road, then I lost in the course of his aim to survive. And riding back with my boy in his murk when it sound like life is all good. Got the windows down and the system's up like an eye to the world is you should. Too much hate going on right now. For the sake of making money, pull another man down. Can't take this, elevating to my haven. I'm spacing my mind, cloud down, I'm gone.
I want my freedom now. I go to free my mind.
Inspekta featuring Signal, Exhale, getting its first radio play here on Destiny 105.1 FM, your station in Oxford. And we do still have the guys in studio. How's it going, Inspekta and Signal?
Yeah, it's going very well, thanks.
Are you excited to play that track for the first time to people?
I am indeed. It's very well. Obviously, I'm putting together the new EP, and I think this one's going to make the final cut. But yeah, we'll see.
And now you guys have been collaborating together not only in your own music but on other people's stuff as well, such as Theoretical's mixtape. Do you have any dream collaborators? Just a question to both of you.
Mine would be firstly Stormzy.
Really? You're loving the new stuff?
100%. The guy is just a beast. He's an animal.
Where Do You Know Me From is going to be a big hit, like very soon. Like I know it's going around now, but not everyone's took attention to it yet. So.
Yeah, no, it's just everything. Like lyrically, his tone. He's big. Yeah, definitely would love to work with him.
And what about Inspekta?
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, probably would be from a production side of things, probably someone like Just Blaze.
Oh, nice.
The guy's obviously a legend within like the hip hop world. But what I like about him is he's kind of evolved and started doing more trap / dubstep type music as well.
Yeah.
Which is the sort of sound that I really like myself. So I think, from both of us from me having like, the love for hip hop and him having that same love and then evolving into this new sound, I think, it would be something really, really great.
Even in terms of
UK there, by the way, just saying.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a big contrast there because Signal may actually get a chance to work with Stormzy.
Oh wow.
West, but Just Blaze is in London soon, so you might be able to catch him.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But there's an interesting thing you just said there about the way that hip hop has moved to more trap and that sort of club music, because when you listen to it, even if you go into a club, you don't hear anything apart from maybe as far as it goes, it's like early 2000 hip hop. Like Next Episode will always get played, Juicy will always get played, and then it's all 90s stuff. But the new stuff that comes out in hip hop, it doesn't really get played. It's more the commercial stuff, or more like trap remixes, like Higher by Just Blaze.
Yeah.
So do you think that's something that the producers have had to do in order to get their plays more and to get into clubs? The same way that you as an artist will have to do tracks from We On That to I'm On That to get that kind of that contrast?
Not necessarily. I think it's more about the audience. You got to give the people what they want, and if that's the sound that people want, you got to deliver that by the same time being true to yourself.
Yeah.
So I bring that back with Excel right now. That's quite a hype track. Got a bit of drum and bass / dubstep type feel to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still saying something real. You know what I mean? Like it's talking about life, about the pressures in life, and how you need to deal with it and excel. In a nutshell, that's what that song is really talking about.
It seems like a lot of producers, especially hip-hop producers now, are taking it upon themselves to make remixes of songs so that they can get the club play, and that's what a lot of drum and bass producers have always done. They'd grab a popular song and then turn it into a drum and bass remix, and it would get played in clubs and get regular spins. Are you guys happy if people remix your music? Is that something you encourage, or is it something you often feel clouds your original vision of the song?
No way. Remix away.
Remix away.
It's fine. Like music is music. If it's going to be put into a format that's more suitable for a club environment, then absolutely go for it. I've got no reservations against that.
And Signal, we're going to play another new song from you today called Leave This Girl Alone. And I was doing a little bit of research on you because I've never met you before. I met you last night for the first time. And I found out that you started rapping because of an ex-girlfriend. Is that right?
What?
Like the first song you wrote was...
Wow.
Thought I'd put you on the spot a bit there.
Sexy Love by any chance? It was a remix.
I know
Neo's track.
Yeah, you said that you did a version, and you even played it live with her in the same room.
Do you know what?
Well.
A bit of both. Them ones when you're in school and you say, I made this track for you, but it's about 10 other girls as well. It was one of those ones.
Oh, right. And was it about 10 other girls?
It was about anyone at that time.
Right, okay, yeah.
I say hold tight the wifey.
Right.
But I made a track called Icebox about a relationship at that time. She did whatever to me, I performed it, she kicked off. So it's got a bit of history there, but my brother's sat with me right now. He used to MC back in the day. So it's always current, if you like, it's been in the family. It inspired me from a young age to get into it. My mates moved to town. Well, not my mates. Obviously, they moved to town, and they were MCs. Got me into MCing, and it was kind of developed from there. So
you originally started writing just to get something off of your chest.
Yeah,
initially.
More or less. I mean, that's what I prefer doing. I love writing concepts that mean something to me, and I know that people can relate to.
That's something that I've always done myself as well. Like my last CD was entirely that sort of thing, and you can listen to it and you can tell that it's a personal project.
Sure.
And releasing that personal music really does change compared to releasing stuff that you want to have a party to. And a lot of us do attach to those circumstances where we've had a great night out, so we go home and write a song, or go home and be creative. So with your newer stuff, are you still going to try and incorporate the personality of you and kind of write about things that are maybe a touchy subject in terms of a fishy relationship, or is everything all clean sailing?
Oh no, everything's all good. I'm all loved up at the moment. # whipped. I'll always continue to put my personality into my lyrics because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about innuendos. Whatever I know that people can relate to, whether that's something that I've made up or something that means something to me. Do you know what I mean?
And it's always the thing of like, I know myself, I exaggerate a bit in the song to make it sound worse than it actually is.
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah. I do in real life anyway, mate.
So, so on that note, we're going to go into Leave This Girl Alone. Is there anything that we need to know about this track before hearing it, or is it fine to just go ahead to say that it's more of a personal reflection of you at the moment?
Definitely not a personal reflection of me at the moment.
No?
Definitely more of a story. I know my girlfriend's listening. Yeah, I'm currently sorting a video out for this tune. Do expect it to be out in the next few months. Yeah.
You guys have all got videos for all your songs. It's that's the way forward for you, right?
For me personally, yeah. For me, it's all about visuals.
It's got to be visual.
Complement the song. But yeah.
Good. This is Signal. Leave This Girl Alone.
Snares thrashing, double bass slamming. Tap it, blow a racket, Baghdad it. Night habit, vice grab it. Tackle savage, panic, strangle. Right back, Flanagan, mannequin. Fake damaging, dark Anakin. Happening, travelling, bed ravaging. Vanishing, night battling. Above all, love without trust, nothing. Cheek spread, leg press. Face math, hips, waist, rearrange, lost maze, prearrange, interchange, disengage, junction, playing with my function, her place, red-handed, middle finger what your man says, fantastic, built castles, no sandpits, leg sandwich, bread jamming, poppy, senorita, language, Spanish.
Girl, keep your eyes on the way I roll, I know you're gonna come every time I call, relax and let me kiss you from your head to your toe,
yeah.
But man, I gotta leave this girl alone and let me hear you say, oh.
If you want it like that, we can take it right back.
Tell me you're down for the hunger.
If you want it like that, we can take it right back.
Hit beats, I'm down with the drama.
If you want it like that, we can take it right back.
Tell me you're down for the hunger.
If you want it like that, we can take it right back.
Hit beats, I'm down with the
Girl,
drama.
keep your eyes on the way I roll, I know you're gonna come every time I call, relax and let me kiss you from your head to your toe, but man, I gotta leave this girl alone and let me hear you say, your eyes on the way I roll,
yeah.
I know you're gonna
You're
come
listening to Half Decent on Destiny 105.1 FM, your station in Oxford. We've got 15 minutes left of the show. We're here until 2 p.m. And later on you have the Sir Sambo show, which has its new time of 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. We've still got Inspekta and Signal in the studio. How's it going? And I can see there a bit more energy in their voice today because we obviously start the show a little bit earlier for some people, and it was a bit of a late night last night for them because they had the theoretical launch party. Do you guys think you'll be back in Oxford anytime soon to do more shows?
Definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, it's exposure for us, isn't it? So whenever there's the opportunity to do, we'll definitely be back.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, I definitely will be back. As long as the opportunity presents itself. And also don't forget, I used to live in Oxford.
I was about to say you.
I am an Oxford native.
Yeah, you are an Oxford native.
So,
and
yeah.
Do you find the music scene outside of Oxford to be different, and that's why you left, or do you think that you still love the music scene here in Oxford? Just tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, no problem at all. I mean, I was in Oxford because I went to Brooks, so I didn't leave Oxford because I didn't like Oxford or anything like that. I left because I had finished uni, and I wanted to go back to London, which is where I was, originally lived. So, but as far as the music scene, I think there's probably more of an opportunity back in London than it is in Oxford. But at the same time, though, not to knock Oxford, it's still a very vibrant scene out here as well for up-and-coming artists.
There's a lot going on in London, especially in terms of hip-hop and rappers in general.
Yeah.
What do you do to separate yourself from it? Because even in Oxford, you maybe the scene is a bit closer together, so they're not all spread out, they're not all concerned with area codes, and everyone tends to work together, or at least know each other.
Yeah.
How do you stand out in London?
To be fair, the way I look at things is being yourself. And that's the only way you can separate yourself from everyone else, because there's way too many artists I see trying to copy a Skepta or copy a Stormzy or do you know what I mean? And
or be the new Dizzy Rascal or Tiny Temper.
Exactly, and that's just not the way it works. You've got to be yourself. You've got to come original and at the same time bring something fresh to the table. So and for me, it's just by being yourself, and just by being yourself, you're already being unique, because there's no one else in this world could ever be like you. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I look at it.
What track do you have that's currently... I know you got the Basement mixtape, which is available for free download, so if people get on that and listen to it, what track would you say best defines you? If I were to say to you right now, tell me one song that separates you from other artists, what would you say?
Well, there is actually a track called What Defines Me in the Basement mixtape. That's the intro. So yeah, maybe that will give you a good explanation on who I am as an artist.
So off the bat, people can hear straight away, they know what they're listening to, they know they're going into something completely different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And Signal, you're not from London, you're from Basingstoke, right?
Correct, yeah.
Is Basingstoke similar to Oxford in the sense that you do know nearly every rapper because you're in the scene, or do you feel that it's kind of, you're by yourself and you have to do it all, go through it all? What's the scene like there? I mean, I don't know much about the Basingstoke rap scene.
To be honest,
myself.
it's up and coming. It's much better than what it used to be. Every rapper does know each other, more or less. One of the main issues is, though, that I think, because Basingstoke, it's a small place in comparison to the rest of the UK. Look at London and Reading, etc.
Do you find there's not as many places that play it or cater to that sort of music in terms of venues? So
100%. But I feel like people need to come together to help each other, to help push each other. I mean, I think that's how it's going to help someone sort of,
get out there a bit
exactly
more.
Yeah,
but also with the sense that like myself and Inspekta, if we're focusing on one city at a time, you're forcing yourself to branch out and go to other places and do stuff. So you have done stuff in London, you have done stuff in Oxford, where someone from Oxford, myself, I've never gone to Basingstoke to do anything.
Sure.
So do you think that maybe you're getting a bit of a quicker, you're getting out there a bit quicker, or did you think it's not really relevant?
I mean, personally, as I said, I mean, I've nearly found the sound for me, if that makes sense. As I said, I spent the last year or so in transition researching the game. So for me, it was all about building that foundation in Basingstoke. But now I've got that foundation, and I'm looking to take it over the UK, across the UK even. So I will start to look, I've done open mics in London and elsewhere. Obviously, yesterday in Oxford, I performed in Reading. So I'll look to start taking my music just across the whole UK to, expose my sound to as many people as possible.
I find a lot of similarities between myself and you, especially with like the way we've came up, the way we make music, and how we approach it. And I also found out that you supported Chipmunk as well, which was something I've done too.
Okay.
So like that sort of thing, like you supporting bigger artists, you find does definitely bring you out to a bigger audience. And what do you do to keep that audience on your side and feed them regular music?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's such a good experience as well, doing that, just to feed off the energy, because at the end of the day, the people are there to see those main artists, and you're taking so much from that and giving it back to them, if that makes sense. It's really good.
We have the very first play of a brand new track from Inspekta called Jump Jump. And Inspekta's in the studio today, so he's going to tell us a little bit about the track before it's done.
Yep.
It's a song about going out, partying, jumping around, but it has this undertone of consumerism.
Yes, it does. I mean, the inspiration for the song actually came from when I watched this program on BBC, where it was talking about how these corporates or corporations were kind of using marketing in quite an aggressive way to make people think they need certain things that they don't need, and almost sort of manipulating and influencing people into buying things that actually is going to do them no good. But because I mean, when you look at today's world, a lot of us are very insecure because we're made to feel like if I don't have these brand new, I don't know, Louis Vuitton belt, I'm a nobody or whatever it might be.
Don't put everyone on a downer. It is a Sunday, We've got Monday tomorrow. They're going to have to go to work.
Hence why we bring the vibe we bring with the chorus. So this is like very much the underlying tone within the song. But at the same time, it's still a very fun record. And yeah. And
with that, I guess you saw the documentary. You saw the influence that it had on you and what you wanted to say in your lyrics and as an artist.
Yeah.
Did you then go hunting for an instrumental and a producer for it, or did you kind of hear the beat and then think that's the one that's gonna go well for it?
Yeah, no, I already had the beat, and I was just looking for the right concept for the beat. And so yeah, it all started to come together. I put the chorus down first, and I thought, this sounds nice. And then from there, put the verse together, and then here we are.
And a lot of your other songs that may come across as if they are party upbeat songs anyway. Tracks like We On That, Basement, they're all really energetic and all about the club scene. What you want to do as well. You did change that with Jump Jump and made a real you've done great with the lyrics on it. The concept behind it may go over some people's heads. So you're going to do a music video for that to kind of get that across. Tell people out there as they're listening, this will be the first time people hear this track, what will they see and how will that represent in the lyrics?
Yeah, well, I mean, basically, I've made a decision to team up with a guy called Teeth. He's a video director. He makes a lot of viral sort of YouTube videos. I don't know if you might have heard about the guy that went into an IKEA in North London and literally went into their kitchen with a stereo, a bottle of JD and Coke, and literally started playing Meek Mill's House Party and actually started partying in IKEA.
And I guess the people at IKEA didn't like the advertisement that he was giving them.
Of course, and I even made American news actually. But yeah, and obviously he got kicked out. But this is the guy that I'll be working with. Very, very creative, very crazy. So the sort of visuals you're gonna see, I'm gonna be dressed up as a very sad clown in the video with a balloon.
So think about that as you listen to the track, and we're going to play this out for the rest of it. Make sure you follow Inspekta, Signal, Drems, and Half Decent, all on Facebook, Twitter, all the social networks. This is the first play of Inspekta, Jump, Jump.
Jump, jump, you need that bass, make your brain start numbing, this feels too good, don't tell me that you had enough. I got more pills for your pain, wanna buy your worth. Dig deep and pay me up. I'll make you jump, jump. You need that bass, make your brain start numbing. This feels too good, don't tell me that you had enough. I got 5 drinks for the fiends, wanna buy your worth. Dig deep and pay me up. I'll make you jump, jump. Tell me what your life is like, have you given up? Programmed by the TV screen, you ain't good enough. Don't play too small, be cool and sexy. Let's rave for everybody jump. I'll play God, manipulate your action.